Good morning. Thanks for joining me at Coffee with Kory. Had the pleasure of being on Keloland Living this week, a local TV show talking about the tour of staged homes, which we kicked off last weekend. Wow, it was a lot of fun. Got to meet people really kind of from all over the country, and we'll be doing it every weekend through July, just showcasing the houses that we've got staged and meeting people. It's a great opportunity for sellers to be able to see homes that how we can help them prepare their homes for sale. It's a great opportunity for people who are in the market for furniture to be able to see what our furniture company can offer. And there's a little matter of you can register to win free furniture, which is kind of nice too. We'll be giving $2,000 of free furniture away every month, May, June, and July. To people that attend the tour. We'll give $2,000 of free furniture away every month, May, June, and July, to every seller who lists their home for sale with us. And so, talked about all of that on Keloland Living. Mitchell and Ashley always do such a great job of making me feel welcome and comfortable and just easy conversation. So it was a lot of fun. So there's a little backstory on the other side of that I want to get to here in a minute. But the setup for that is a conversation that I had with my friend Scott and his fiance Krista. They were in town here a few weeks ago. They live out of state. Scott and I grew up together, went to high school together, and he let me know 3 or 4 weeks in advance that he was going to be in town. And he said, "Hey, I'd like to get together one of these evenings, catch up, have a beer," and so we did so. And one of the first things that we talked about was, well, what are you doing in town? It's like, oh, I'm back to see my parents. They still live in the hometown. And as we talked about that, he schedules periodic visits to come back and see his parents. He's very intentional about it. And that's the theme that I really wanted to touch on. And as I got to thinking about that, I'm going, well, he was very intentional about letting me know he was going to be in town, setting up at one of these nights to get together. As we had more conversation, talked about the people that we knew from the hometown, I found that he was very intentional about following up with them, different people when he was in the cities that they lived in. And those of you guys that know me best know that I kind of live by the seat of my pants a little bit. I try to just pride myself on being positive, being happy, being kind, and hoping that that's enough. And probably in a lot of respects, that's a pretty good start. But what I took away from my conversation with Scott was that it's good to be intentional as well. Specifically following with people to let them know how you feel, let them know that they're doing a great job at stuff, those types of things. And so I kind of made a mental note to try and be better at that. The other side of that story, after I was on Keloland Living or recorded that the other day, I called my parents to let them know because they always get a kick out of seeing me on TV, and so I called them, and I'll mention that when I was growing up, I was in a household where we always said "love you" when you're getting ready to leave the house, when you're ending a telephone conversation. Hey mom, love you. Hey dad, love you. It just kind of what we did, and it makes me very proud that my youngest kids are like that as well. We tell each other we love each other often. And so I'm getting ready to wrap up my conversation with Dad the other day, telling him that make sure you tune in for Keloland Living. And he goes, "I'm proud of you, son." And that it's not like that never happens. My parents tell me they're proud of me often. But it struck me as a very intentional thing to say. And it absolutely made my day. So I just felt like that kind of real world example of that just really resonated with me that it is important. It's important to be intentional in what you do and what you say. And you never know the impact it's going to have on someone's day. So thanks a lot for that, Dad. Appreciate it. All right, guys, be intentional. Have a great week, and I'll hope to see you next week at Coffee with Kory.